She finished her doctorate majoring in business administration at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, as well as her master's in business administration, specialized in marketing, and her tertiary of BS in commerce. Um, Major in marketing. She is a current active member of the Royal Institution in Singapore and a former Vice President Internal of the PUP-DBA Society in PUP Manila.
Our next panelist is Prof. Enrico J. Calantas. He is a BS Math graduate of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. And he is also finished his masteral in math in PLM. Currently, he is now taking the PhD Math Education at Centro Escolar University, where he is now writing his dissertation. He is currently teaching at Colegio de San Juan de Letran at the College of Education. And he was a chairperson of Math Area from 2013 to 2022 and technical assistant of PPAA from 2014 to 2018 and academic coach for athletes from 2017 to 2019. He is also a member of Philippine Association of Research and Statistical Software Users, where he attended training on path analysis and structural equation modeling. He was also a guest lecturer of GIBA, which is GIBA, the series of PNU, where he delivered a talk doing statistic. At present, he is a resident statistician of Letran Research and Publication Department.
So now, since everyone is here, may I know who will be the technical operator of the group one?
It's Miss Pelayo po.
Okay po. Pabigay na lang Jokas. While waiting for them, the research paper presentation is entitled An Analysis of the Awareness and Attitude Towards the Cryptocurrencies of Selected Crypto Users from Web3 Philippines Facebook group during COVID-19 pandemic. We have the following member of the group: Loreline Bacchini, Hazel Biso, Angela Nicole Buna, Shannon Capistrano, Mary Joy Gabino, Ashley Galan, Jessamy Hinlog, Ayla Marie Limbo, Zanti Avril Magsalin, Mika Nosiliado, Aliana Beatriz Pelayo, Angelica Rose Perez, Janessa Quiliates, Sheila May Valencia, and Alberto Viaje. You may now start po.
All right. Good morning to our fellow classmates, our research advisor, and to our panelists. We're the first group to present the study entitled An Analysis of the Awareness and Attitude Towards Cryptocurrencies of Selected Crypto Users from Web3 Philippines Facebook group during COVID-19 pandemic. This study is conducted by a group of researchers co-authored by Dr. Kelvin Idanan and guided by the research advisor, Mr. James Paul Minina. Next slide, please. The discussion will begin from introduction and will end with the researchers' recommendations. For the next slide, Chapter 1, The Problem and Its Background. Philippines has 2.9% cryptocurrency adoption rate, which is second only to Singapore. This is according to Chan 2018, making it one of the world's fastest adopter. Though various variables have been examined that contributed to adoption, the most prominent antecedent to justify actual behavior is the awareness and attitude. About the background of the study, the very first cryptocurrency was launched by a person or individuals under the pen name Satoshi Nakamoto. This is according to Nito and Andal 2020. According to Dimir et al., blockchain has the ability to alleviate some problems that have arisen as a result of pandemic. where people recognize the actual possibilities of cryptocurrency as a new source of financing. On the next slide, the theoretical framework. This study is based on theory of planned behavior, or TPB, where attitudes, subjective norms, and behavioral control are the three primary components of it. Judgment about the intention to adopt is the attitude. Societal pressure to adopt is the subjective norms. Perceived behavioral control is the ease or difficulty of utilizing it. And according to Arzen, the tighter the link between this, the more likely people to adopt. Also, several study findings link this theory of planned behavior. Next slide, please.
Next is the conceptual framework, where it states that the level of awareness and attitude toward cryptocurrencies brings about the decision of most people to adopt. The first hypothesis assessed the significant difference of the nine variables on their level of awareness, and the second hypothesis measured the significant difference in the assessment of 13 variables of the respondents on their attitude to cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic when they are grouped according to profile. Next slide. On the statement of the problem, the purpose of this study is to determine the level of awareness and attitude towards cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic, where the study attempts to find solutions to the following sub-problems. For SOP1, the study aimed to find the profile of the respondents in terms of the following variables below. For SOP2, the study aimed to find the respondents' level of awareness towards cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic on account of the variables below. For SOP3, the study aimed to find the respondents' attitude towards awareness towards cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic on account of the variables below. For SOP4 and 5, the study aimed to find if there is a significant difference in the assessment of the respondents on their level of awareness and their attitude towards cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic when they are grouped according to profile. Next slide.
I'll be covering for Ayla. So for the hypothesis, this study focused in testing if there were no significant difference in between level of awareness and attitude towards cryptocurrency when they are grouped according to profile. Next slide. This study analyzed the awareness and attitude of users toward cryptocurrencies during the COVID-19 pandemic. It focused on two main variables, which are the levels of awareness and attitude toward cryptocurrencies. With these variables, the researchers will be able to determine the significant difference between two variables. Also, it focused on the selected users of a Facebook group named Web3 Philippines and aimed to measure their level of awareness and attitude towards cryptocurrencies, which may have affected their decision in adopting it. Next slide.
For the Chapter 2 review of related literature, next slide please. Cryptocurrencies serve as an alternative form of money or also known as digital money. It is a type of virtual currency that makes use of cryptography, which is a way of storing and transferring data in unreadable format that can only be deciphered and processed by the intended recipients. Cryptocurrencies are distributed through a network and can be purchased and sold using exchanges and held in wallets. Next slide, please.
According to Tertina and Schmidt of 2021, there are top currencies in the world. First is the Bitcoin with a market capital of over $856 billion, which is based on a blockchain which is a ledger. Second is the Ethereum with a market capital of over $357 billion, which is popular among programmers. Third is the Binance Coin with a market capital of over $70 billion, which is considered as one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. Fourth is the Cardano with a market capital of over $69 billion, which functions similarly to Ethereum. Fifth is the Tether with a market capital of over $64 billion and is known as a stablecoin. And last is the XRP with a market capital of over $52 billion that enables exchanges of 24 various currencies. Next slide, please.
Here are the following variables to determine the level of awareness towards cryptocurrency. The first variable is distributed ledger technology or DLT. The second one is difference between crypto coins and crypto tokens, crypto wherein crypto coins represents what the beholder is capable of having, while crypto tokens represents what the beholder currently owns. The third one is difference between the proof of work and proof of stake. The last one is awareness in holding cryptocurrency. According to Binance Academy, the term hodl is frequently employed by crypto users, and this term means refusing to sell their cryptocurrencies regardless of price movements. Next slide. This slide shows the variables that determine the level of attitudes towards cryptocurrency. The first variable is used as a medium of exchange. The second one is used as a store of value. So the Bank of Singapore stated that cryptocurrency might replace gold as a store of value. However, it is highly flawed and risky considering that cryptocurrency rates can be volatile. The third variable is online transaction. The fourth, possibility to replace fiat money. Fifth, possibility to replace central banks. And sixth, cryptocurrencies will change business transactions. And lastly, elimination of financial intermediaries. Next slide, please. Cryptocurrency in the Philippines. According to Crypto Adoption Finder, the Philippines has 15% cryptocurrency penetration, which ranks second behind the Vietnam. And according to Yasai 2021, the Philippines is considered to be crypto-friendly considering that many institutions and users that use cryptocurrencies may register their business in the Philippines with ease. Next slide, please. The link between Facebook and cryptocurrency in the Philippines. According to Rojas 2021, Facebook is the most popular social ad platform for reaching a large target of audience, which gives a significant impact on the growth and popularity of cryptocurrency. The next one is securities, regulations, and applicable taxes. Due to numerous variables in cryptocurrency, there are risks that must be addressed. With this, the Philippine Security and Exchange Commission has taken steps to protect the public by releasing 33 warnings to warn individuals about the issues. Next slide.
For the cryptocurrency awareness in the Philippines, based on the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, a survey conducted in February and March that year indicated that respondents' level of awareness of cryptocurrencies in the Philippines was 74% and their intention to invest in cryptocurrencies was also high among Filipinos at 53%. Next slide, please. Cryptocurrency adoption in the Philippines. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Philippine Central Bank has seen a rapid increase in crypto adoption to the top of its policy agenda. Through some popular blockchain-based games that were using the concept of digital tokens, the Philippines was exposed to the middle class because of getting high trading volumes on some peer-to-peer crypto exchanges. The most popular coin among Filipino crypto owners in Bitcoin, followed by Ether and Dogecoin. Men are far more likely than women to own cryptocurrency in the Philippines, 61% of crypto holders are men while 39% are women. Next slide, please. The relationship of cryptocurrency in the Philippines and COVID-19 pandemic, as believed by the BSP, has caused a rise in crypto usage in the Philippines over the past few years. As a result, in July 2021, Bitcoin trading volumes on various peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchanges in the Philippines were reaching impressive growth as the authorities recognize many advantages related to cryptocurrency and blockchain. They also wish to support crypto education. This highlights the potential of cryptocurrency as a hedge against the pandemic's uncertainties as it had started to act like traditional assets in the beginning. Next slide.
For the Chapter 3, the research methodology. For the research design, this study is descriptive and researchers uses a correlational design. According to Sedlecki, the objective of descriptive research is to characterize the individual's event or circumstances by examining them. A correlational strategy is utilized because the level of awareness and attitude toward cryptocurrency are two quantitative variables that come from the same group of the respondents. The goal of this study is to determine whether there is a significant difference between the two variables. Next slide, please. The researchers chose a crypto users member of the Facebook group named Web3 Philippines, which has a total population of 5,000 people as respondents. The respondents in this study were chosen because they are more credible and knowledgeable about crypto, making the study more reliable. And based on the Cochrane formula, recommends 385 as the sample size of the desired level of precision and confidence of the study. And the participants will be classified based on the respondent's profile, source of income, source of knowledge about the cryptocurrency, and investing experience, and most familiar in cryptocurrency. The survey will exclude children or anyone over the age of 60, since the children have insufficient funds to participate or invest in cryptocurrency, and elders may be uninterested or unaware of how to use technology and digital investing process.
Can you hear me na po? Okay, sorry po. So for the description of the respondent, the participant this study are the cryptocurrency users from Web3 Philippines Facebook group. It is a community-based group that brought players, builders, and users together to demonstrate how the real world can benefit from crypto and FTS an open metaverse by means of showcasing insight into the future direction of this form of virtual currency investment. Next slide, please. So for the instruments to be used, the draft of the questionnaire was divided into three parts. Part 1 is the answer using checklist and Likert scaling for the level of awareness and attitude toward cryptocurrency for the latter part. Likert scaling consists of 5 as the highest score, with verbal interpretation of extremely aware in level of awareness and strongly agree for extent of agreement. For the validations, the Kernbach Alpha test was used to assess the reliability of ordinal measure questionnaire. Next slide, please. So for the statistical data treatment, the data will analyze statistically using frequency and percentage, weighted mean, Kurzweil-Wallace test, and Mann-Whitney test. Additionally, the NEAT rating was applied in this research to assess questionnaires responses from the respondent. Next slide, please.
Chapter 4, Presentation, Analysis, and Interpretation of Data. Next slide. Shown is the frequency and percentage distribution table of the respondent's profile that corresponds to statement of the problem 1. Most common cryptocurrency users ages between 18 to 27 years old, which is 64.6% of the total respondents. 76% of the respondents are male, while 24% of the respondents are female. Most of the respondents' marital status is single. It accumulates 82% of the total sample. 77.7% of the respondents have a bachelor's degree as its highest educational attainment. Next slide. Most of the respondents consider salary as their source of income that covers 76% of the total sample. When it comes to the source of knowledge about cryptocurrencies, 98.8% of the respondents use the internet. Next slide.
For the SOP2, the table presented showed the weighted mean of level of awareness of cryptocurrency which covered the 9 variables from the second statement of the problem. Out of 404 respondents that are result of currency, which may resulted to their decision in adopting it. The respondent expressed their extreme awareness on the 4 variables with cryptocurrency exchange occurred through application as the variable who has the highest weighted mean. However, it is important to note that 5 of 9 variables shows a verbal interpretation of very aware only, which proves Belde's theory that the public has a difficult time believing in Bitcoin and other virtual currency because it's new, unfamiliar, and technological complicated compared to existing payment method. Next slide. For SOP3, this table answers the third statement of the problem and shows the weighted mean of attitude toward cryptocurrency. The table also presented an overall weighted mean of 3.83, which suggests that the respondent has a positive attitude toward cryptocurrencies. The respondent answers were a mix of strongly agree, and somewhat agree, which means that the findings on the respondents' positive and negative sentiments suggest that while cryptocurrency may be positively seen as a potential medium of exchange, there is still considerable uncertainty regarding their capacity to serve as an investment. Next slide, please.
Based on our findings, it answers the statement of the problem 4 and supported by hypothesis 1 that there was no significant difference in the level of their awareness when they are grouped according to their profile. The findings showed that majority of the respondents when grouped according to their age, sex, civil status, educational attainment, source of income, and source of knowledge, their p-value and source, are greater than the alpha of 0.05. Therefore, there was not enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis, and the researchers concluded that there was no significant difference in the level of their awareness of the cryptocurrency. On the contrary, when grouped according to their investing experience and in terms of the most familiar cryptocurrencies, as their p-value are mostly 0.000, which is less than the alpha of 0.05, therefore, there was enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. And the researchers concluded that there was significant difference in the level of their awareness. Next slide, please.
In continuation of the research findings, it is shown here the answer for the statement of the problem 5 and is supported by hypothesis 2. It is showed that majority of the respondents' profile, which are the age, sex, civil status, educational attainment, sources of income, source of knowledge, and investing experience,
has a p-value that is greater than 0.05, indicating that there is insufficient data to reject the null hypothesis, and the researchers concluded that there was no significant difference in attitudes toward cryptocurrencies when respondents were grouped according to the said profile. However, as for the most familiar cryptocurrency, it has a p-value of less than 0.05. Therefore, there is enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis, indicating that there is a significant difference in attitudes toward cryptocurrencies when respondents were grouped according to the most familiar cryptocurrencies. Next slide, please.
In this chapter, the summary, conclusion, and recommendation of the study will be discussed. To summarize the results of the questionnaire with 404 respondents, the demographic profile of cryptocurrency users from the Web3 Philippines Facebook group shows that 18 to 27 years old was at the most common age group, and the majority were male and single. The majority also have a bachelor's degree, and the source of income were their salary. Most cryptocurrency users were also using the internet as their source of knowledge and have an investing experience in their savings account. Lastly, the most familiar cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. In the assessment of the level of awareness of cryptocurrency users during the pandemic, the results show that they were very aware. Cryptocurrency users were extremely aware that cryptocurrency exchanges occur through virtual applications like Binance, CoinsPro, PDAX, eToro, and more. In terms of the assessment of attitudes towards cryptocurrency during the COVID-19 pandemic, the results showed an overall mean of 3.82, which has an interpretation of agree. Furthermore, respondents strongly agree that there will be more users of crypto in the future. This study also evaluated the significant difference in the level of awareness and attitude toward cryptocurrencies during COVID-19 in terms of their demographic profiles. The findings show that there is a significant difference to some of the variables, such as through their source of knowledge, investing experience, and their most familiar cryptocurrencies. Next slide.
According to the result and findings of the study, there is a significant difference in their level of awareness towards cryptocurrency to the dividend income as a source of income, to stocks, bonds, savings accounts, BUL, retirement investment, real estate, and commodities as an investing experience, to their most familiar cryptocurrencies, and to their sources of knowledge. Next slide. Moreover, the attitude of crypto users have a significant difference when it comes to stocks, VUL, and retirement investments as the investing experience and to their most familiar cryptocurrencies. Next slide, please. The assessment of the level of awareness towards cryptocurrencies results showed that the respondents were very aware of the 9 variables. This implied that the majority of cryptocurrency users were knowledgeable about the technical aspects of the currency. The assessment of the attitude towards cryptocurrencies results showed that the respondents agreed with 13 variables. This implied that the vast majority of cryptocurrency users agreed, which only shows that consumer attitudes have a great impact on whether a new product is accepted. Thus, the survey's positive outcome revealed that respondents' awareness and attitudes toward cryptocurrencies played a role in their decision to accept or use cryptocurrencies today. Next slide.
So, based on the information gathered in its analysis, cryptocurrency seems to have progressed through the early adoption phase that all new technologies go through. Bitcoin has begun to carve out a niche for itself, which could either increase the popularity of cryptocurrencies or be the primary cause of its downfall. Yet again, the study aimed to determine the level of awareness and attitude about cryptocurrencies, as well as the elements that would affect people's decision to accept them. So, after a comprehensive examination of data, the researchers have constructed 5 recommendations. First, the results showed that despite being aware of the existence of cryptocurrencies, users' attitude towards the utilization of such is still restrained. Thus, it is recommended that there must be awareness campaigns about cryptocurrency and its implications for the benefit of the current and potential users. Second, it is believed that this research may potentially provide useful information for blockchain developers of cryptocurrency when creating applications or systems to provide accurate information. Third, based on the findings of this study, it is recommended that service providers may develop strategies to convince their customers how to utilize cryptocurrencies in a more effective way. Additionally, this study is especially important for countries whose adoption is still lagging behind. Fourth, Banks must alter how they see cryptocurrencies and come to understand how these assets might help actually push financial institutions into a new age of innovation and efficiency. Lastly, by utilizing this study, the government, specifically the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, must incorporate experimental aspects into the creation of systems and strategies. Thus, users will have a clear awareness of the security hazards they may encounter and how they may be protected from thereof. So that would be all for the recommendations of this study. Thank you very much for listening to the presentation of the research entitled An Analysis of the Awareness and Attitude Towards Cryptocurrencies of Selected Crypto Users from Web3 Philippines Facebook group during the COVID-19 pandemic. The room is now open for questions, suggestions, and recommendations. Thank you very much.
Dito pala, ano ko yun. Sige, si Sir muna. Wala ng cross.
Am I audible now? Yes, I think. Okay. So, I'll start probably we'll try to do it siguro sequential to comment on the abstract. For an abstract, try to limit it to only 250 words and try to highlight on or focus on the major findings. And then as simple as one sentence lang, one paragraph. Okay? I have questions. Sir, pwede na po bang questions and comments? What po? Pagsabay ko na po ba questions and comments?
Yes.
Okay. Si wait. Yan. I would like to look again for the research design. Sino assign sa research design? Or anybody from the group who can answer? You mentioned that it's correlational. But from SOP, I didn't see any problem looking for the relationship of two variables. Anyone who would like to clarify on this? Again, please have the PowerPoint on the research design. Nakalagay po dyan, correlational. Sige po. I don't know who reported it. Research design. Okay, one more. Yan. Now, somebody mentioned a correlational design. Ayan. Alin po ba ang kinorrelate ninyo diyang variables? You mentioned it's correlational. Anybody from the group? Alin po ang kinorrelate ninyo?
Hello, Sir Eric. Am I audible?
Oh, yes, you are.
So we have measured the two variables, which are the level of awareness and attitude of the respondents towards cryptocurrencies.
Yes, exactly. You measure the two. But you didn't get the relationship. Paano siya magiging correlational? That's my question. And it's not even reflected on your SOP. You, correlational, there must be a question or there must be one, or if it is an objective, dapat may isa sa mga objectives is to correlate the two variables. However, since you have SOP, there is no problem. Tignan nyo po yung SOP nyo. Wala kayong problem on the correlational. Paano siya magiging correlational if you don't have any problem on that? So I am suggesting na dapat meron po kayong problem on the correlation. You try to get the relationship between the two variables that you have mentioned. Can you follow? Wala po kasi.
Yes po.
So, kung ayaw nyo pong isama yung problem nyo dun, it will be more on descriptive. Correct? Now, I also have problem in your data, in the data collection, you have so many proof of conversation. Actually, you don't have to include that in the research. You just need to do some narratives. Paragraph form lang, hindi na kailangan pa yung mga screenshots or whatsoever. Also, for the problems, sabi nyo, 4 ang variables. When I look at again the SOP, kindly go to SOP, Statement of the Problem. Please turn the page to SOP. Yan. Yan. Exactly the problem po, problem. Yan. For Statement of the Problem number 2, paki-check po. 2. Yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ang variables nyo dyan. But according to your presentation, you go to your presentation, tignan nyo po yung present nyo, 4 lang ang inyong variables as to the level of awareness. Diyan, 7. So, it's not aligned. Now, I am strongly suggesting that these variables should be clustered into a different constructs. For example, for the level of awareness, probably you can get the ease of use or probably the value of cryptocurrency and others. Okay? And then, similarly, you go to problem number 3. For a while, okay. Also in problem number 3, you said these are the attitude. But when I look at the statement, it doesn't seem to be an attitude. When you say attitude, it is a feeling. You try to look at the statements. Those are not attitudes. Or even behavior. Kasi pag behavior, I will do that. I can use. So you try to, can I see your questionnaire? Please give me an example. Please go to your questionnaire. Present me the questionnaire that you use. Di ba sabi niyo po, attitude. Tignan natin po yung mga statement. It appeared to me that these are not attitudes or it's not even behavioral. So, no worry, hindi naman pababago completely. I will not ask you to completely change, but rather, I will ask you to rephrase each of the statement to make it an attitude. Please, again, present me the questionnaire.
For a while po.
On the attitude. Okay, anybody who would like to answer on this? Define an attitude. Mr. Anybody from the group? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng attitude? Miss
Hello po,
Gabino.
sir.
What does attitude towards cryptocurrency means?
Sir, I'll answer po for that
Sige
question.
po, go ahead.
In our study po, attitude means on how crypto users use or utilize
How?
cryptocurrency. For example, if they would like to use it as a medium of
Use.
exchange,
Okay.
yes po, sir.
Yes. Okay,
Like
where's the question here? On how it will be used? Exactly. Tama naman yung that you have mentioned. Those are attitudes. Yan. Awareness. Okay.
Sa baba ba yung attitude?
Attitude. Correct. Okay. So, ayan, cryptocurrency can be used. Probably, i-rephrase lang po. I can use the cryptocurrency as a means of payment in shopping. As a use of payment. So, it is an attitude. It is an attitude. Not cryptocurrency can be used. Hindi siya attitudinal. Can you get the point?
Yes po.
So, I
yes,
can use the cryptocurrency as means of payment. It's already an attitude. So, it's just a matter of rephrasing or rewording the statements for all the attitudes. Yun lang po sa pang comment. And then, you used Man-Whitney and Kruskal-Wallis test. Why did you use the two tests? Anyone who would like to answer? Why not ANOVA and why not t-test? Not because it is mentioned by your statistician, that will be the treatment that you will be using. Hindi po ba niya pinaliwanag why Man-Whitney test and why Kruskal-Wallis test? Anybody?
Okay. For the man-Whitney test, we use the man-Whitney test to compare the differences between our two independent variables, which is the attitude and the awareness po.
Yes,
And then,
exactly. And then what is the criteria in using Man-Whitney test? Man-Whitney actually is a non-parametric test, while a parametric test is t-test. What criteria did you use to make use of this Man-Whitney test? Anybody?
Hello, Sir Eric.
Yes po, go ahead.
So the study used Man-Whitney U-test because the survey has a multiple answers that we have received from the respondents. Therefore, it is the best to use the Man-Whitney U-test and the Kruskal-Wallis.
I don't think that's the reason. That's not the correct reason. There must be an assumption for each statistical treatment. Mali po yung sagot. It's not correct.
Okay.
Ang tama pong sagot doon, yung data nyo po is not normally distributed. If it is normally distributed, then the statistician could have used t-test. Meron ba kayong normality test? Actually, that's the first test that you need to use. Tingnan nyo muna yung data nyo. Is the data normally distributed or not? Because that is one major assumption. If it is not normally distributed, then you can make use of Kruskal-Wallis. But if it is normally distributed, then you can make use of t-test. Ang tanong ko ngayon, meron ba kayong ebidensya na dapat gamitin si Man-Whitney instead of t-test? Meron ba kayong proof na ang inyong data is not normally distributed? Meron ba kayong test for normality? O yun yung tanong. Anybody from the group? Hindi rin porke multiple ang response gagamit na ng man-Whitney. Mali po yun. Actually, pwedeng gumamit nga ng ANOVA eh. Kasi we need to prove, okay, ganito na lang. You need to test for the normality as for the statistician. If it turned out that the distribution is not normal, then okay na po yan. I-accept ko po lahat ng inyong test. Okay? Okay po ba?
Yes, okay po.
Okay. Medyo marami ako naging comments dito. Yung mga tables nyo, dapat ang dami-dami yung i-news na table. One table lang. Okay, tignan nyo po yung table nyo from 9.1 to 9.8. Napakahaba ng discussion. Where in fact, you can just simply have one table from 9.1 to 9.8. Similarly, 10.1 to 10.8. Hindi nyo na isa-isayin pa yun. You can just simply make use of one table. You can merge those tables. Okay
Or
po
make
ba?
a summary. Or
Po
make
ba?
a summary of the table.
Opo, is iniwalay-hiwalay niyo po. Pwede niyo po siya pagsamasamahin. Actually, that will be all for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po for
Thank you
your
po.
insights.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Actually, the comment of sir is really na-observe ko rin yun, no? Especially dyan sa mga table nyo. Okay? Ang hirap basahin ng table nyo. Bakit kayo nagna 9.1, 9.2? Dapat yan tuloy-tuloy. No? Even that is part of the awareness, that is part of the agreement. Just the same, continuous dapat yan table na yan. Hindi dapat yan ang nagre-reflect sa, makita nyo yan, pag tingin nyo sa table of contents, okay, there will be a difference. Okay. So, also, there is a table there. Okay, you are asking already for the attitudes. Okay, I think that is page 78. Can you go to page 78? Page 78. Ito muna, no? Look at this, look at this page 77. You said there were, how many respondents do you have?
Based on the Croran test po, it suggested that we should have 385 respondents po as the minimum requirement po.
So, how many did you use? 400 plus,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah, in actuality po, from our chapter 4, we got 404 responses po in total.
Okay, so hindi lang, kasi it says here, a sample of 385 members was surveyed. So, definitely, hindi lang 385 were surveyed.
Actually po, ma'am, from the perspective of the chapter 3.
Yes, yun nga.
Okay.
So, you better change it to the total respondents.
Okay po.
Right? Kasi yun talaga yung total na survey nyo.
Okay po.
Right? Okay. Okay. It says here also excluded children. Definitely. Why do you have to put it there? Huh? The survey, meron bang member doon sa Facebook na children?
Actually, wala po, ma'am.
Oh, why will you put it here? Okay. And why did you exclude? Like me, bakit in-exclude nyo ako, senior citizen? Huh? Why did you exclude me?
Actually, ma'am, based on our research po kasi cryptocurrency is very complex po when it comes to the technicalities po. So we what do you call this? We suggested that we should exclude senior citizens aging from 60 and above po.
How about
And
those 60 and above, yun ang may pera?
sorry to interrupt, but in a Facebook group, Web3 Philippines, the members po na nandoon is more like 20 to 40 years old po. So that's why we have excluded the 60 years old and above.
Dapat pala ang inilagay nyo dyan, kasi nga member ng those sana sinabi nyo dyan na since the members of the reference group, which is the Web3 Facebook, yun lang yung members. Okay? So, that is the reason. Okay? Or kaya naman, you explained here that ages like this because ito yung age group doon sa Web3 FB.
Okay po.
No? Kasi ito, nagtataka ako why. That is the reason pala. So, clearly, it will be clearly stated. No? Unlike here na, bakit hindi kasali sa survey? Okay? If we are looking for something that we want to invest to, hindi pala kami pwede dyan. Yun yung magiging ko. Diba? If somebody read your study, okay? In the first place, Sir James, talaga ba ang topic lahat related sa COVID-19?
Yes po.
Oo. Kasi parang ang nangyayari, naging familiarization of on the use of this crypto is during the pandemic.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. Tataka lang ako bakit puro naman COVID-19 to. Okay. Parang ang daming nangyari during the COVID-19 since the coverage of majority, I think 4 out of 6, no, is merong related to COVID-19. Go back tayo dun sa yung kaninang tinatanong ko, page 78, page 78 ba yun? Page 78 ba yun?
This one po ba, ma'am?
Yan ba yung 78? Okay. Yes, yeah, that is your table. Okay. But if you will see, doon sa level of agreement, anong table yon? Sa results na tayo. Yan. Sige. Yan. Sige pa. Agreement tayo sa level of agreement. Yan. Okay. Sa example to, this one is an example. You are already in the level of agreement. Why is it? It is still extremely aware, very aware, moderately.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
excuse me.
actually, ay, sorry.
Can you again present table 7 and 8? Yan, 7, 7. Yan, exactly. Yung mga frequencies, hindi yan nilalagay. This is the first time that I have encountered a paper showing the frequency, only the weighted mean. Only the mean must be present in the presentation.
And
Alright.
Hindi nilalagay yung
sabi niya rin may percentage sila, pero wala akong nakitang percentage sa mga table. Diba,
yung
use
sa ano lang po
percentage?
yun, sa profile po. Profile po nila ginamit.
Dapat frequency, weighted mean, may percentage din, di ba?
Yung
Yes
7
po,
and
nasa
8,
profile po.
again, yung table 7 and 8, tanggalin niyo yung frequency na yan. Hindi yan kailangan. Hindi yan nilalagay in most
Okay po.
papers.
Noted po.
Yung balikan natin yung binabanggit ni ma'am, yung tables 1, 2, 3. A table, for the profile. Let's go back to the profile. Yan.
This
Yan
one
po yung
po.
mga ginamit nila yung
Frequency in
frequency.
percentage.
Meron ako dyan question on the professional degree. Pakiangat nyo nga educational attainment. Yan, no? Kaya walang naglagay ng 0 eh. What is your intention of including a professional degree? Ano ba yan? Kaya nag-0. Kung ako hindi ko lalagay yan, doon lang ako sa masteral degree or probably a bachelor's degree. When will a person will have a professional degree? Sino ba yung mga yan na tinutukoy nyo? Can you give an example? Kaya tuloy walang sumagot eh. Tsaka ngayon ko lang din na-encounter yung educational attainment, professional degree. I never encountered any paper na meron yan. Kayo lang po. At to my surprise, buti nga walang sumagot. Tatanungin ko sana kung may sumagot. Sino ba sila? And what are their profession? Anyone who would like to answer that? What do you intend to who are supposedly this professional degree? When will I have a professional degree? Anybody?
Sir, I think it's a mistake. We should have.
Kasi kung halimbawa, chef, pag chef siya, pero meron siyang bachelor's degree, most likely ang check niya the bachelor's degree, not the professional degree. Diba? Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung intention niyo dyan sa professional degree. I'm not sure kung ano talaga. Ano po? Baka wag niyo na isama yun, I am suggesting. Hindi ko na-encounter yung professional degree. Okay?
I sent po yung final survey if we have included it. As I think wala po siya. Pero
wala nga. Pero sino ba yung intention nyo dyan? Sino ba sila? Ano dapat ang criteria to become a professional degree holder?
Sorry po, sir. Sa mga specific field po siya, like sa medicine or law po
Medicine.
siya.
Di pwede sila may bachelor's degree, master's degree.
Bachelor's din po. Sige, ano yun?
As long as you have a degree, you are already a professional.
Sorry po.
Maybe. Okay.
We don't intend to add professional degree po with our dyan po sa paper. It's a mistake po. We don't want to discriminate for the meaning of professional degree and bachelor's degree.
Okay. Can you go to 90? Yan. Okay. Why is it you call that as variables?
Those are not variables. Level of awareness yung variable ninyo, not those statements.
Maybe you can put their cryptocurrency descriptors. Right, sir?
Descriptors or probably... Now, I already mentioned, hindi yan variables. I-cluster nyo yan to have a new construct. Kasi recently I work on a paper in LaSalle, same almost the same topic, cryptocurrency. Now the level of awareness in their paper, they divided into different constructs. I'll give you an example. Value. Meron siyang value, meron siyang perceived ease of use, meron siyang trust, meron siyang accessibility. Now, probably, yung isang statement na to, halimbawa ito, cryptocurrency serves as an alternative form of money. So, pwede yan maging value, pwede yan isama sa statement on the perceived use. Tama? More on value siya kasi alternative form of money. So, pwede niyong igrupo-grupo, tapos bigyan niyo ng label para maging isang construct, but not a variable. Okay? So, i-cluster niyo lang. I am suggesting you cluster it into its value. Can be both several, okay, ayan yung use. Ayan yung number 2 statement niyo, pwede niyo isama yan sa gumawa pa kayo ng iba pang construct, halimbawa accessibility, halimbawa trust, and so on. So, those are the different indicators or sinabi ni ma'am, descriptors, pwede rin naman po yun. Okay? Yes po ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Also, sa study, you want to know the level of, what you want to know is the level of awareness. Okay? So, the level of awareness on these descriptors. Okay, so how many descriptors do you have? Okay, so how many were extremely aware? How many are not aware at all? Where can you see that?
Can you go pay sa table 7? Yeah, ayan na.
Ayan yung table 7 na. Table 7 na yan.
There's a number po here that, for
Table
example,
7.
in every variable, on the second column, 198 are extremely aware. And then, for the first...
198, para doon sa ano yan sa descriptor na cryptocurrency, yung last yan di ba? Yung 198. That is not the total. Total for that particular descriptor. Right?
Yes.
What I'm asking is, how do we know how many are extremely aware in that particular extremely aware? Kasi ang tinatanong niyo dyan, level of awareness, di ba?
We only have the overall weighted mean po, gathered from all the results.
Yes.
We don't have po, like the overall numbers of the respondents who are extremely aware.
Okay. So it is very easy to make an analysis on how many were extremely aware if you have the total of that, no? And why would that be okay din naman yung may weighted mean kasi ito namang weighted mean na to, ito is coming from the ang total kasi niyan yan yung 404 right? Tama ba?
Yes po.
Okay, in each descriptor. How about in the awareness?
This table po intends only to shows the overall level po ng respondents, which is that they are very aware with all the descriptors mentioned above.
Per descriptors lang yan. How about the overall?
For the totality po of the numbers who are extremely aware, very aware, I think we need to check po how to calculate that first. But as the table present, it only shows po the
Oo nga,
overall
kasi
level.
kasi nga we are looking for the yung level of awareness, level. So in the level of extremely aware, how many? Okay? Sige. Doon sa next okay, doon sa naman tayo, sa next, doon sa table 8. Okay. You are asking already here, sabi nyo, attitude. Ito nga yung attitude, no? Pero doon sa attitude, sa questionnaire nyo, nakita ko nga, yung agreement. Agree kayo. Agree. Ganoon sa questionnaire nyo, right? Okay. Level of agreement na kayo. Okay. Pero nandito nyo, extremely aware pa rin, very aware, moderately aware, then here, agree, strongly agree. Yan.
I think it's an honest mistake for the researchers that we haven't checked this, that this should be a extent of agreement for table number 8.
Okay. So,
But
yung
I'm sorry to interrupt po.
yes.
But in the actual survey po, we actually put the extremely agree, and like that's po.
So, you have also the significant yung question na ni Sir to kanina, no? Yung sa Crystal Wallis, no? Okay, so this is that table 9.1. So, what is okay. Yan. So, this table is based on what number in the SOP?
It's based on SOP 1 po, ma'am.
SOP 1? But this is a comparison.
SOP 4 po, ma'am.
You see. Okay. So, significant difference, right?
Yes po.
Significant difference on the level of awareness on the cryptocurrency when grouped according to profile kayo di ba? Ang SOP when grouped according to profile. So this one is in terms of age. Right?
Yes po.
So properly name those table with regards to those sa SOP. So we will know if we were able to answer the SOP. Okay. What is stated in the SOP? Then you will just put it here, Sky Wallis comparison between respondents' level of awareness. But in your SOP, is there a significant difference, something like that? Okay. Maliligaw, ang magulo yung table.
Okay po, we will work on that na lang po.
Although all my suggestions, I will forward to you again. That is not included yung ni sir, no? All my suggestions, I put it here already in your submitted paper. So I will just send it back to you for your reference. Okay? So that I will not identify each of the what I notice with regards to no? So yun nga yung sinasabi ko, to better we can easily see what we want to see. Okay?
Okay po, noted po, ma'am.
So we want an answer to this. I want to see the answer to this SOP2, SOP4. Saan yan? Okay? Hanapin ko pa kasi hindi nyo naman in-identified yung table. Naming, no? Yung naming or identifying the table. So yung isa pa suggestion ko, yung table nyo continuous kasi nga ang dami. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay, so okay na, sige. So how about what will be the analysis, no? What will be your analysis on this study since per your analysis yan, di ba? To determine the parang ang title nyo, an analysis ba?
Yes po, an analysis of the awareness and attitude.
Oo. So, what is then your analysis of this So, maybe you can give your analysis based on your study na hindi na kami yung mag-a-analyze. Okay? So, maybe you can put that in your conclusion. A short analysis. Pwede nga rin din yun sa sa synthesis kung hindi ganong napakahaba ng synthesis do, no? Kasi nga ang synthesis limited din. Okay? So doon sa synthesis nga kasi, you can only have the synthesis after you have finished, no? After you have finished your work, no? From all the chapters. It will comes from all the chapters. Okay? So, yung sa end doon, maybe you can give now your analysis with regards to the awareness and the attitudes of the cryptocurrency, no, of the respondents. Okay. Tama ba, sir? This is sir na who's the other si Sir Eric. Okay, will that suggestion can be applied? Wala na si Sir Eric.
Hi ma'am, it's actually included po with sa conclusion part, but it's not specifically stated that this is the analysis of the study.
Saan?
Sa conclusion part po. I'll just
Conclusion.
the number. Wait, double check po para tama mabigay. It's the number 6 po. Number 6 conclusion.
Number 6?
Yes po.
Positive result. Ito, the positive result.
Hello, good morning again. I'm back.
Yes,
I would just like to ask po, your respondents are members of a certain Facebook page, correct?
Yes po.
Okay. Ang question ko, yung mga members na ba na to ay crypto owners?
Yes po. Based po sa results
doon sa page na yun, halimbawa si ma'am, kahit hindi ba siya crypto owners, can she join the group?
Yes po.
So,
Everyone is invited
pwede pa
po.
lang invited lang. So, hindi lahat, possible na yung mga respondents nyo ay hindi crypto owner?
No po. Based po sa results ng study namin, 100% po ng respondents namin is nag-crypto na during the COVID-19 pandemic po.
Lahat sila nag-crypto
Yes
owners na sila.
Yes.
But, ang ano ko dito so lahat sila already are into crypto ownership. And then, di ba meron kayong nabanggit na NFT?
Yes po.
Token, what is NFT again? Kindly clarify on that.
NFT means those are non-fungible tokens po.
Okay, so possible silang crypto owners pero hindi sila NFT owner.
Yes,
no. Actually
yes, no?
po.
Magkaiba.
Yes
Ano
po. Actually po, NFT is part of the Ethereum po. Ethereum is a class of cryptocurrency. And then, one of their projects nga po ng Ethereum is the NFTs po. Which are, yes po, NFT is the one, like last year po, the Axie Infinity.
So, etong isa sa mga projects dimension of this crypto, etong NFT. So,
Yes,
yung iba, marami pa bang ibang projects? Projects ba, is that the term, project?
No po. Actually, yung project po ng NFT is nakapaloob po sa Ethereum, which is a class of cryptocurrency po. It's a kind of cryptocurrency.
So, ang ano ko kasi dito, may mga intention ba sila to adapt? Kasi ang inaano nyo dito, adapted na sila ng cryptocurrency.
Apo.
Oh, so sa figure nyo, hindi nyo na kailangan pa yung intention to adapt because already adapted na pala sila talaga. So ang thinking ko dito base dun sa inyong conceptual theoretical framework, may attitude and then intent to adopt. So basically pala, they already have a good attitude on cryptocurrency, they have perception, they are aware of the cryptocurrency, and then they were able to adapt it. Correct?
Sir,
Yes,
actually po, the purpose of the study po is that we want to measure if their level of awareness and attitude is the reason po in adopting cryptocurrency. Like, are they aware kahit po na nag-adapt na sila?
Aware, kahit nag-adapt na sila, aware sila saan? Di ba
Sa cryptocurrency. Because, for example po,
pwede ba mag-adapt ka nang hindi ka aware?
Like, aware ka po but not extremely aware with the technicalities. Like, for example, some of the users po are not aware with the blockchains. They only know the like shallow level of the cryptocurrency, but not the technical terms po.
Okay. They have already adapted to, or para sila nag-subscribe na rin dito sa cryptocurrency, correct?
Yes po.
Okay.
So, yun nga din pala yung important tong hinihingi ko sa inyo a while ago. How many were extremely aware? How many are not? Right? Since yun pala yung, yun nga kasi yung gusto nating malaman no? Yung sino ba talaga yung talagang fully aware. No? yung bang 404 na yun, are those fully aware? Those respondents, those 404 respondents, although they are already have their cryptocurrency or joined. Okay? Okay, ito yung sinasabi nyong the analysis. Okay? But meron pa rito similar findings were made when they investigated Bitcoin. So how can be this your analysis? Your analysis should come from you and not from other sources. Right?
It's ano lang po, ma'am. It's a support po with our analysis to back up.
Okay. Kaya nga, based on the studies, based on the results of the survey, okay, what is then your analysis of this? Kasi nga, ang sabi nyo nga is to determine, okay, the level of their awareness and their awareness as well as their attitude or their behavior. Okay. Okay. Sige. Sige, sir. No more. Anyway, nandito naman yung aking... So, I think with regards dito sa recommendation, no? Yung recommendation nyo. Okay? By regulating. Okay. Are you aware that I read that the central banks will not have a hand in regulating this kind of business or this kind of this cryptocurrency, no? They pass it on sa banks if the latest, okay. Parang ayaw nilang sumunod muna sa flow ng because of the risk, no? The risk involved in this cryptocurrency. Okay? Okay. Kasi nga daw, it is with challenges and potential pitfalls. No? Hindi pa ganun. Okay? Sige. Okay na, sir?
Okay, thank you po. Again, ang kailangan ko lang po sa inyo, all the results will be null and void if hindi nyo mape-present yung test for normality. However, if it turned out that after testing for normality, the distribution is not normal, okay na po lahat ng tables nyo, except that you just need to fuse or merge tables 9.1, masyado maraming tables, i-merge nyo yung tables. Pangalawa, yung inyong mga discussion, actually, dapat for all analysis, dapat meron lang kayong 1 or 2 lang na i-relate or RRL supporting the results. Yung medyo lengthy ang inyong mga explanation, you are actually parang you need to be straightforward in answering or giving your analysis. Huwag na yung paikot-ikot pa. Kaya medyo lengthy ang inyong paper. I was surprised, more than 200 pages. Even yung mga screenshot I mentioned, hindi na kailangan yung mga yun. Narratives lang. Sabihin nyo na you are allowed or you are given permission. Masyadong marami yung mga nakalagay sa paper nyo na unnecessary. Actually, para pinahaba nyo ng pinahaba lang yung paper, umabot na more than 200. This is just a thesis. Hindi naman to masteral thesis na talagang kailangan very lengthy. It doesn't have to be that lengthy. Yung mga unnecessary, omit. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay?
All
Sir
right.
James, that will be all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much po.
Hello po. Am I audible po?